10 amazing facts to know about the 2021 Summer Olympics. The COVID pandemic of 2020 disrupted pretty much everything happening on the planet that year. That included the Olympic Games. But they were rescheduled for the summer of 2021 and will be held in Tokyo, Japan. July 24th to August 9th will be an incredible display of athleticism from athletes representing nearly all of Earth's countries. But as these games are a symbol of human perseverance through the COVID outbreak, there are also many things happening for these Olympic Games that are worth noting. Welcome to Facts Hut, and today we will be counting down our list of 10 amazing facts about the 2021 Tokyo Summer Olympics. If you are new to the channel, then welcome. We are coming out with new videos all the time, so be sure you are subscribed. Also, if you're on your mobile device, be sure to hit the notification bell and stay informed of our new releases. With that being said, let's dive right in. Number 10. This isn't Tokyo's first time hosting. This is definitely going to be an amazing experience, not just because there was plenty of time to plan, but Japan has experience hosting the Olympics. As a matter of fact, this is their second time hosting. One reason it was chosen to host is because of their first time hosting in 1964 was amazing. Another thing that really set the 64 Games apart was that there were plenty of firsts. For example, the 64 Games was the first Olympics broadcast via satellite. Also, it was the first year that advanced calculation tools measured competitors' times in fractions of seconds. If this wasn't enough, Tokyo was also awarded the Pritzker Architecture Prize for its special gymnasium built for the Olympics. It gracefully blended Japanese and Western architecture. Number 9. Istanbul and Madrid were also considered to host these games. The host cities for Olympic Games are chosen years before the event is scheduled to take place. They win the right to host the Games after a series of votes by various Olympic committees. The first of these votes was done way back in 2013 at the 125th International Olympic Committee session. Tokyo earned 42 votes. Although it didn't win the majority, it won enough to make it to the final round of voting where it beat out two of the biggest cities in Europe, Madrid and Istanbul. It seemed like a long shot because at the time of the vote, the Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster was still in a major concern. However, things were handled and the Games approved. Number 8. There will be an abundance of robots. One thing that Japan has always been known for is being one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world. Spectators will especially take notice of this because robots will be directing nearly everything for them. This is no joke either. Robots will allegedly be assigned to direct spectators to seats, provide event information, and transport food and other items. There will even be a fleet of driverless cars operating throughout the city. Of course, there will be some people who are a little scared that artificial intelligence will take over, but we're 99.9999% sure that this will not be the case. It is always incredible to see the culture and beauty of the host country in the various aspects of the game, and this is definitely included. Number 7. The medals will be made from recycled materials. So this fact may seem a little lame, especially considering that there have been other Olympic Games in the past that have featured recycled materials used for medals. But this time is a little different. You may or may not know this, but all cell phones contain small amounts of precious metals such as gold. In an incredibly innovative move, Japan has put a program in place that encourages its citizens to recycle their old devices. These devices will then be mined. The metals that are taken from the phone will then be used to craft the different Olympic medals. Not only this, but it will mark the first time that an entire society chips in to make it happen. It is such a great symbol that is perfectly representative of the spirit of the Olympic Games. Number 6. This Olympics will introduce 5 additional events. The Olympics, while sticking to tradition, have always tried to reflect the various directions that the world moves as new generations come up to compete. So this year, the committee has voted to include 5 new events. These events are baseball, softball, sport climbing, competitive skateboarding, and surfing. This comes as a delight to many fans around the world who have argued for a while that more mainstream sports should be included. The committee listened, and this year we'll all be able to see these new events play out. Number 5. Tokyo is the safest city to host the Games in. Many probably remember the 2016 Games in Rio de Janeiro and how safety was a huge concern for players and spectators alike. As a whole, Rio is not a safe city to be in anyways. For years, it has been plagued with gang violence and high crime rates. Tokyo, on the other hand, was ranked as the safest city in the world by a 2017 analysis that was based on factors such as health, security, and easy access to amenities. With the advanced technology being everywhere as well, visitors can be sure to cheer and celebrate in safety. Number 4. Transportation is going to be worse than ever. There are a ton of amazing things that Tokyo is known for: technology, the bustling seafood market, amazing architecture, and other things. However, one thing it is definitely not known for is ease of travel. Tokyo has always had problems with having congested roads, crowded buses, and packed trains, and this is on a normal day. When you add 14 days of having crowds for the Olympic Games, it is sure to make it much worse. However, Japanese officials are very aware of this problem and have already started working on certain measures to combat this problem. Along with trying to implement work-from-home programs that will keep drivers off the road and people off the trains, they will also relocate the biggest fish market in the world during the Games. Number 3. There will be many new star athletes in this year's Olympics. Who are some of the most dominant athletes that you can remember from the past few Olympic Games? We can give you 2 right off the top: Usain Bolt and Michael Phelps. They have set records and been untouchable for years. However, things will surely change this year as the 2 athletes have retired and will not be competing this year. When swimming and sprinting finally come around, these will surely be topics of conversation, and the world will be wondering if there will be a new Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt. Number 2. Russia will be making its return to the Olympics. Remember that time way long ago when Russia was caught cheating during the drug tests? They were forced to sit out the Pyeongchang Olympics by the IOC committee. However, their ban has lifted and they will be allowed to compete. Will Russia act with dignity? During the ban, their fans still showed up fully clad in Team Russia gear. 2 of the athletes even attended the Games, only allowed in because they were supposedly clean and still tested positive for banned substances. Hopefully this year they learn their lesson. Number 1. This is going to be a very expensive Olympics, but not the most expensive. When everything was first being planned in Tokyo, the organizers had estimated that the Games would cost somewhere around 730 billion yen, or around $6.8 billion US. However, in the last year, one thing has become abundantly clear to the Japanese government. This estimation was way off. And when we mean way off, we mean that the actual cost may be more than double the original estimates. More recent estimations have put the cost for hosting the Games at around 2.16 trillion yen, or about $20 billion. Here's the thing though. While this is a huge cost, it's not even close to the amount of money that China spent on the 2014 Winter Olympics in Sochi. That actually cost $50 billion. 6 years earlier, when China hosted the 2008 Summer Games in Beijing, they spent $40 billion. So even though Japan is spending a lot, they're still behind China. Do you agree with our picks? What will you be watching for at this year's Olympic Games? Let us know in the comments below. Also, for more great content, check out some of our previous videos. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.